Hi guys, this is your Agent 002 Mitch002 for XiaomiReview.com. Today we have another budget phone from Xiaomi, and this is the Redmi 8A. So we have the global edition right here in our hands, and Redmi has been on a roll releasing the Redmi Note 8, Redmi Note 8 Pro, K20, K20 Pro, and of course the rumored K30. But before that, we will take on the Redmi 8A first, and we'll unbox it right now. We have here the Ocean Blue 2GB of RAM, 32GB of storage, and let's take off the box. Okay, we can see the Redmi 8A, nothing fancy about the box, similar to that of the Note 8, Note 8 Pro. Yeah, the available colors of the phone on front, then on the sides Redmi 8A, and already nothing on the back. Okay, so we have the Ocean Blue edition. See what's inside here. SIM card ejector pin, manuals and warranty cards in here. Then have the phone itself, and yeah, this is a big surprise for me, the USB Type-C cable and the 10 watts charger, Euro plug. Yeah, probably I'll need to buy an adapter for that. And the color is really looking good for a budget series like this one, and it's a matte color. You can see that the Redmi 8A has a single camera, then it has a LED flash, and you can see the Redmi logo here, some certification down here, international standards. On top we have, on the side we have the volume rocker power button. On top we have the noise cancellation mic. Here we have dual nano SIM and a SD card expansion. At the bottom we have the audio adapter, then audio jack, then of course you have the microphone, USB Type-C. This is really a surprise for me, and of course the loudspeaker. Up front we have the 8MP camera, which is a teardrop notch, and of course the Redmi logos is down here. So putting up the unit, you can see the phone. Snapdragon 439 is of course not really something that fast. You can see some lags upon operation. Then of course it's a budget series, so you don't really expect that much. IPS LCD 6.22 inch, and it's just a 2GB of RAM, so we expect some delays, some lags, but multitasking, there is no problem on this phone. So asking Antutu here, so we can see the score at 87,000 points, which is, yeah, as expected for the Redmi 8 series, sporting a Snapdragon 439. So checking my device, the device name is Olive Light, probably the Olive is the 8. Snapdragon 439, Adreno 505, 720p, 12MP rear camera. Then of course, let's see more specs. Pixel densities 270 ppi. The front camera is 8MP, like I told you. Capacity of the battery is a 5,000 milliampere hours, and it survived roughly 21 hours screen on time. Upon our testing, it's really something to consider if you want a long lasting battery this one is one of the probably a good option for second backup unit. This is probably the one to have. Then of course, checking PC Mark, see some scores here, the work. So you can see that it gave it a 4,605 points for the work 2.0 performance score, and which is not bad. After all, it's just a budget series. Checking Mobile Legends. The game is quite smooth since Mobile Legends really doesn't really eat up that much of the graphic cards. It is more of web-based, internet-based. So yeah, you can say that we'll try to run it right now. Okay, so we can see that it's pretty much responsive. Well, I don't see any lags here. So you can see that every single press is responsive. Of course, you don't expect that it has high frame rates, but overall it's already good for playing games like Mobile Legends, since it's really not graphics hungry.
I will drive away the darkness. Your team destroyed a turret. Well done. We destroyed the whole lane of turrets.
Okay, so we can see that gameplay is okay, so you can say that overall game experience is okay. So yeah, after all, it's just a budget phone. The sound isn't really that loud, isn't really that great, but overall it gave you something to play on, something to enjoy while you're on the go. And probably this is one good game to play. But of course, when you use PUBG, it's another story to tell. Of course, you don't I wouldn't really recommend playing PUBG on this phone, since of course it sure is gonna be laggy. Okay, so let's moving on to the camera. The camera, of course, just a single camera. We don't really expect anything from this one. So the ISO, we can kick it up to 3200. Shutter speed 32 seconds. Then the maximum video quality is 1080p 30 fps, not beyond that. Then photos, we cannot put any watermarks on this one. So yeah, there is nothing really much to play on this camera. So showing you some camera shots that I took earlier, and voila, you can see camera is just an average camera. We don't really expect anything out of this one, but some shots are good, especially on good lightings. It's good. Selfie camera is, well, just an ordinary camera. We don't really expect too much from it. The color is not really that vibrant, and yeah, it's just a 12 MP Sony IMX486, and yeah, probably they could have done better, but of course, it being a budget series, I really don't expect much from this one. Okay, so yeah, if you are not really that picky on camera shots, this is already okay. There you go. So moving on to some videos that I took. I wouldn't really say that it's really that good, but I can say that it's just really,
Guys, we're holding the Redmi 8 and Redmi 8A here.
the sound is not bad, but the video is quite shaky, and yeah, there's lacking some kick, lacking some vibrance, of course, since it's just a entry-level camera. I really don't expect too much from this one. But if you're on the market looking for a budget phone, looking for a second unit for a backup phone, I suggest this is really one great phone to have if you're really tight on the budget. And yeah, and that's probably it for the Redmi 8A. And I am your Agent 002, Mitch002 for XiaomiReview.com, and this is the Redmi 8A. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of my great content. So coming up, Redmi 8. So I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.